Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for May the 12th through the 18th, 2014. And so let's just take a moment to take a deep breath, to align our energies and our focus and our attention through the eyes of God. And let's join with our angels and all of those beings of light who would be here for us to offer us guidance and insights into this week. And so we're praying for the highest level of experience for you and for answers to each and every one of your prayers, that through this reading that you will receive the messages that your angels are trying to confirm for you or help you to receive. So let's just tune into the energy of the week and see what messages the angels have for us. So I'm getting a feeling that there's something almost blocking my throat chakra. It feels like that this week that you need to be more open in your communications, as this will help the energy to shift for you. So I'm just getting a sense that you're not communicating something or that you're holding something back, so that needs to be expressed. And sometimes when you get things out in the open, the air clears, and literally, and the energy lifts and brightens. So it's kind of looking at our conversation from last week when we talk about frequency and energy. And it's like holding, when you keep something inside, when you take yourself out of the flow, okay? Because we're supposed to be energetically, energy is always moving, it's always flowing, and you are always flowing with it. When you feel that that's not happening, it's because you're holding a thought or withholding something that is keeping you from feeling that alignment that's always present and that's always functioning for you. So, it's kind of like holding that ball underneath the water. And as you hold that ball underneath the water, it causes you to experience some sort of fear. It causes you to experience a lack or a deficit in your energy. So, this could cause you to feel as though your energy is low, or you may feel like, I'm also starting to feel something with the third chakra. So sense of, it's almost like you're trying to control the situation. And by doing so, you're holding back from saying something or expressing something. And the whole thing is to get rid of that energy, to let it go, to release it, because it's supposed to be out there, and we can't be afraid of how things are, what the outcome is going to be when we use our power. So the reason that you're being so cautious is because you would never hurt anyone, or it's almost like I'm hearing them say you would never harm a fly. So know that you can trust yourself, that when you need to speak, that the love and the wisdom of the universe is going to speak through you, it's going to channel through you. You're always connected to God's love. And so you don't have to worry about controlling if you would allow the universe to speak through you, to flow through you, the universe and the voice of God speaking through you will balance and bring everything into harmony. So this is a great opportunity for you to utilize the power of your divine heart and your divine love to communicate through you. And so this is what I'm really getting. And once you do this, you're going to see that the energy is just going to flow. Ideas are going to flow. If this is an issue between two people, this, it's just going to flow and it's just going to feel good. And there's going to be compassion and understanding for you. I'm also seeing that not only ideas, but this will open you in other ways for whatever other situations are out there. I'm getting a sense from the angels about finances and abundance flowing for you. So this is all tied in to what I'm getting now from them is with the heart chakra. And this has to do with relationships. This has to do with your relationship with money, with people. This letting this go and getting this out will just start the energy moving for you and flowing, and you're going to just see lots of abundance come your way. So don't plug up the drain, let it go, and let everything flow where it's supposed to flow. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards for the Archangel message for the week, which represents our theme for the week. Okay, and we have the Archangel Jeremiel. So this card says Life Review, and this is a new card for us, and we haven't had this card yet, I don't think so. And it says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So this week, we're really going to be getting things out in the open in order to have healing happen for us and to allow change. It seems like what I'm getting is that there's some change that really needs to happen, and it's been creating an imbalance for you in your life or in a particular area of your life. And so it's time to get things out in the open and, really trust the universe. So you can call upon Archangel Jeremiel to help you to see this situation, to get some healing for yourself, and to see the situation through God's eyes, and to know that you can trust that the universe is with you. So if you need counsel, you can work with Archangel Jeremiel on the situation and ask him to reveal to you, what is the pattern that your ego has created, this fear that is created. And what this is telling me that this is something very powerful for you, in the sense that it's been kind of with you for most of your life, and you've been operating and been controlled by this particular fear, and that it's time to let it go, as it's standing in the way of allowing you to experience the abundance in your life that you so richly deserve. And, there's a lot of shift and a lot of changes coming up right now, and this is a time of great action. And the momentum of the universe is really working, and in terms of manifestation work. And so, for some of us, you may be allowing certain inhibitions to come up as these blessings are presenting themselves to you, and you just need to let it go. So what I'm getting from them is that this is going to change your entire relationship with your life. Okay, it's going to fast forward your life. It's going to shift out that old model and really bring in a new and improved model with all the bells and whistles and all the latest of technology in terms of, because I'm seeing the automobiles again. And what I've been noticing about the automobiles is I see them every day in my meditations rather. They seem to represent the energy. And like if it's an older automobile, it means that you're dealing with something very outdated in your life, that your frequency is being controlled by outdated patterns, outdated technology versus I'm seeing like a futuristic cars, seeing it transform when you let go of this. And that means it's updated technology, that the energy in terms of manifestation, the car begins to even speed up, has a higher speed. And so that means higher frequency for us energetically. So interesting what this is all, this automobile is being used as a lesson for me in the last couple of weeks or more about our energy and how it kind of feels and works. So you're going through a shift and an energetic shift in frequency, which is going to create new possibilities in your life. So let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. Okay. And so right away, this is the Nine of Earth. And so this is telling me that what this is all about has to do with possibly for those of you who are considering working for yourself and starting your own business. And you've been probably getting ideas that to pursue this, but you're holding back. You're maybe afraid of putting yourself out there. That could be the communication issue that's going on. And you are maybe worried about getting a sense of being judged by others. And there's a lot of self-criticism and a lot of self-doubt going on about this. And this could be for some of you who are just starting to think about this and just starting to think about breaking away from the careers that you have been in, or that you're just starting to think about doing what you do already, instead of doing it for a company, that you could do it for yourself and be much happier and have more control over, the product and, how you market that and the relationships you can have with your customers and clients, and be more personalized. So, there's a lot of things going on here. And I think you're worried about, are you going to be supported in this? And will you have the finances that you need? Are you making the right decisions for your family? Some of you, this could be that you already have started and you're, there's just something coming up. And maybe you've been asked to take another step, or that you are getting so close and you're starting to maybe lose sight of your original goals, and that you need to take a step back and kind of review, your purpose. Okay, so there's a couple of different angles of what I'm feeling here. I'm strongly feeling that an energy in between the heart chakra and the third chakra. So what it's telling me is that you need to balance this whole thing of following your heart and trying to control. You need to allow the universe. You need to follow your heart and allow the universe to support you. You don't have to do both. You can't do both, actually, because when you take your attention off of following your heart and put it to trying to control the situation, then you're no longer following your heart, because when you're following your ego, because you're following your fears and you're listening to them instead of your heart. So you can't, serve two masters. You have to decide which master you're going to serve, kind of borrow that from the parable, but it's very true in this situation. And as you're trying to do this, it's cutting you off in your creative expression, which is the throat chakra. So let go and focus, like Archangel Metatron was talking about last week. Focus on your highest priorities. And your highest priority is always within your heart. It's the pure goal rather, and of your dreams, and you have to keep going there into that dwelling place of your soul and getting your guidance from there. Let that be your lead, as it will teach you how to do what you do and to express yourself, and it will show you the steps so that you don't have to worry about control, but just allow. Okay, let's take a look at the next card. Well, let me just take a and see if there's anything else about this card that comes up. I feel like I really got all the messages from there. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the next card. The only feel I'm getting from that card when I'm looking is just recognize that you're not alone, okay, and that you have help available to you. And remember, those kinds of feelings cut that connection off. So there's they were showing me is that there's tons of abundance, there for you, but you got to keep your connection to your heart chakra. If you cut that off, then you thin that connection, and all that abundance gets plugged up there. It's still expanding for you and accruing for you, but you gotta trust and allow, so that keeps the portal open for things to come through. This is a real balance. And so this week I'm getting a sense that you want to work with the Archangel Jeremiel, and I'm thinking that you may want to do some automatic writing with him in your meditations. Meditate and then pose your questions to him, or ask him to show you what is that fear, that feeling that's you're experiencing right now, and what's underneath that feeling, and so that you can get to the root of what's holding you back. All right, let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week, and we have Archangel Jeremiel again. So this card is Renewal, and the message in the card says review and evaluate. So here we've been told again to really take a look, take a deeper look, as the card says time to move in a new direction. So this is a situation. Okay, this card was traditionally the judgment card. And so this is like this is an opportunity. And this is a major arcana card. This is the trumpet call. This is the big moment of change for you, this great awakening, where you become reconciled with the past, and so that you can completely embrace the future and all that's waiting for you there. Let me just take a look and see if there's any additional messages here from Archangel Jeremiel. And what I'm really getting the sense from him is that he just wants you to trust your truth, to really trust, and that he wants you to, stand in your strength and lean on the angels. This is an opportunity for you to be free, for you to move forward, really get honest with yourself. Look at what's going on, pay attention to these vulnerabilities, and as this could be valuable information for you. It could be healing. I'm not saying that you have to dig into it and try to fix it, but once you identify what it is, then what you want to do is put in a new pattern. So like almost what you want to do is if it's something, whatever you discover it is, like if it's doubt, then start working on implementing trust. Start implementing the foundation that builds for you it helps you to achieve success. So you just want to let those things go. You want to have that awareness so that it no longer has control over you, so you can recognize that pattern when it comes up and understand why it's coming up and have compassion for yourself about that. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. All right, and we have the Hermit. So I'm getting a sense that for the end of the week, you're going to need to spend some time. So this week, really, in general, because it's interesting, we have the Nine of Earth, and this is usually someone who, usually in all the cards, it's just one woman, and she's alone, and she's, very independent. So it seems like this week, and with all this review, that this is going to be a week for you to kind of really self-reflect. So you're going to need some alone time. You're not isolating yourself from others, obviously, but you do need to carve out some time for yourself in this week for self-care, for self-evaluation, to really focus your attention purely on you. There's other things that may be going on in your life and other relationships, but you need to make this about you. You need to make anything that comes up, you need to see it as a way of understanding yourself better. So don't get caught up in it from the other person's perspective, or other members of your family or your job. Don't see it, try to, figure it out from their perspective. If there's an issue, see it from your perspective, what you need, what is the lesson, or how is it that you need to grow, or how is this situation helping you to evolve? Sometimes, well, it's not sometimes, but when people are in opposition to you, they're showing you where you've allowed yourself, where you have a deficit in a relationship with yourself, where you've allowed others, how do I want to say this? You've allowed yourself to not give the attention that is needed. So for yourself, people treat you the way you really treat yourself. And so when you neglect yourself or you don't stand in your power, you will find that people will try to control you, or people will not appreciate you. And so you look at those signs of negativity, because in truth, everyone is divine and it's still a whole at the core of their being. So they can only be offering us lessons for us to remember our own spirit. And so this week is a way for you to examine what's going on around you and how you're responding to it, as a way to remember your own spirit. Because in the opposition, they're telling you what you need to do for yourself. Okay, so if somebody is being disrespectful, then they're teaching you through their disrespect of you that you need to respect yourself more. Maybe you need to by trusting your intuition, or being honest about how you really feel, and saying that and communicating that, even if it's just to yourself. But that's how we can use opposition and negativity. We can turn it, flip it, and see what's on the other side, because what's on the other side is what you need to replenish your own energy so that it can flow. So this week we're digging down deep, and so we can let go of those things that have been sort of running underneath the currents of our lives, and we've been ignoring, not paying attention to them, not being willing or ready to clean that out, or clear that out, or work that out, or create something else in its place, or to move forward. All right, let's take a look at the card I always pull from the bottom of the week. So just for the weekend, a lot of self-reflection, me time kind of thing. And let me just tune in and see if I see anything in particular. about this card. So interesting. I'm seeing that a massage table. So this is telling me that you may want to go get a massage or get some healing work done this weekend. Again, it's self-care, and spend some time out in nature, they're showing me. So this is going to be a weekend for you to do energy work, have that done to you. This will probably help to open up and help you to release some of the energies that you're going to be moving through. So this whole week is going to be a lot of healing. And so you may need some kind of energy work to kind of help you almost detox, or being out in nature to help, to kind of extract those things. That the elementals and nature angels assist you and extract the energy from your solar plexus chakra is what I'm feeling in particular, and to help ground you. So that the work that you do, and I guess a full moon is probably coming up in this week as well. So this is going to be a great opportunity to do some clearing and healing for, manifestation work with the full moon that will be coming up. All right, let's take a look at the card that I pulled already from the bottom of the deck. And it's the Eight of Water. So I'll just move it over here for a minute. And this is about moving on, emotionally. This card is about, feeling that you've done, you've worked and you've done everything that you could, and you get to that point where you're ready to move on. And you do this with a certain amount of peace. You're not 100% sure, but you have this overwhelming sense, even though those thoughts, like the previous card is the Seven of Waters, where there's a lot of emotional indecision. So you somehow get to a place of stability with the number 8, and you are able to find the strength and draw on your inner resources, and you move forward. And so it's maybe a mixed feelings, but you are able to stand in your power and take that turn for the better. Okay, and so this week is a very powerful week, and I ask Archangel Jeremiel and all the angels to stand with you, and I'm going to ask them to lift up before you gently and easily the aspects of your life that need to be healed, that need to be revealed and healed, in order for you to have the clarity to bring wholeness and abundance and peace into your life. And so I'm just going to ask you to take much time this week to meditate, to pay attention to the signs, the messages. Don't think of anything as being a coincidence, and really trust what you receive, and write it down, and don't worry about contradicting. Don't let your ego contradict. Just write it down. I would really have a pad and pen with me this week, so that you can write things down, because sometimes, if you don't, then you play with it in your head a little bit longer, and you kind of chicken out. So to avoid doing that, just write it down. It doesn't mean you have to do anything, but at least you know what it's down on paper. You can look at it and review it. So just keep something near you. So I send you so much love, and I thank you all for your comments over the last couple of weeks. Sorry I haven't been able to kind of get back to everyone, but going forward I will be able to do that. And if you are looking for an angel reading, please feel free to contact me. Go to my webpage, theangelschool.com, which you'll find in the description link, and you can sign up for an angel reading or the Divine Maps mentoring program. And you can also contact me through Facebook and join us there for the daily readings from Monday through Friday. Pull a card each day and write about the messages that come to me from the angels. So Lots of love to you and angel blessings. Until next week. Bye-bye.